Lights on you, my man. Go for it.
So the topic is Jordan Poole and the Golden State Warriors. You would like for me to start at the beginning, right?
Hey, it's your floor. This is your rant. You go for it.
So I have a thing with untouchable media darlings. Once I notice who those are, I tend to go against that, go against the norm because it's just I think the Warriors have become that. I think Steph Curry has become that media darlings, meaning that media is always going to have their back. Media is always going to put them on a pedestal, and they're going to be not critiqued. They're not going to be judged. They're not going to be held to the same standard as lesser like teams. Um, so I'll just go through it briefly. The Warriors dynasty, I really only respect one ring out of the entire dynasty. First ring, Kyrie broke his knee. Kevin Love got his shoulder torn out of his socket by Kelly Olynyk. And still LeBron almost single-handedly beat them. It's fine. Warriors won. The following year, my favorite finals of all time. They came back from 3-1. Yo, side note, I was working at a second job while the game 7 was going on, and I FaceTimed Tyler to show me the game because I had no way of watching it. So I'm watching the game on his TV in his living room through the iPhone, but it didn't take away from what I saw. And I think after they won that, they snatched the Golden State soul. I mean, Draymond Green recently came out and said, yeah, we weren't going to beat that team again after what they did. So, what did four good looking, successful, millionaire, business, talented, athletic, tall, strong men do? They went to beg at the feet of another grown man. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and we'll even throw Steve Kerr in there. But he didn't make the trip. But them three went to the Hamptons, got on their knees, and kissed Kevin Durant's ugly ass feet to say, hey, please come save us. Come save us from the big bad wolf known as LeBron James. And he did. He did. And for those 2 years, NBA wasn't fun. NBA was already set in stone. It's like watching the movie and knowing the end before it happens. How at me as a fan, how could I respect that? How could I enjoy that? That's like when you go to the park and you got five guys that are just joking around that all played AAU, that all know each other, and they're on the same team. Yeah, you're gonna play, you're gonna give it a y'all, but you know what's the final result. Chris Paul didn't have a chance. James Harden didn't have a chance. Don't fool yourself with the injury thing. Stop it. That's two rings. Then Kawhi comes into town. If I'm not saying that if they weren't healthy, they wouldn't win, but they weren't healthy. They lost. The only ring I respect was the one versus Boston. There's no excuses there. No major player got hurt, no unfair advantages. They just defeated a younger team that really wasn't ready. So now that I got you guys up to date on my mentality on the team, on how I feel about the team, I can explain this current topic, which is how they did Jordan Poole dirty. So, this previous NBA season, before the season even started, was a huge news story, which was, down goes Poole. The man hit him harder than Tyson hit like any of his opponents. Like he cleaned him, right hook, straight to the jaw, dropped him. Someone from within the franchise leaked that footage. Like it was an inside job. So you already know there was dysfunction. But the year goes on. Draymond's the bad guy. Poole's the good guy until they got to the playoffs, right? From what I recall, Jordan Poole was balling that game. I forgot who they were playing. It might have been the Lakers. And then it was a chance to win the game, and he took a deep ass three and missed it. Steph Curry almost had a panic attack. Like, no, it's okay, yo. Someone else can make the game winning shot. That's not you. It's okay. Actually, we know you're not really good for it if it comes down to a game winning shot. We know that. So I had no problem with Jordan Poole taking that deep three. He already had made a couple of them during that same series. Ever since then, I saw the reverse. Jordan Poole was now becoming the bad guy, and Draymond Green somehow was becoming the good guy again. Remember, this isn't just a right hook. This is two kicks to the nuts of Steven Adams. This is one uppercut to the nuts of LeBron James. This is a track record that just got the cream on top of the knockout. We get to the offseason. This offseason, the Warriors rewarded Draymond Green with a fat contract and fired Jordan Poole. So imagine you go to work. Ladies and gentlemen at home, think about it like this. We all work, right? You go to work. You get assaulted by a coworker. They get promoted and you get fired. And nobody says nothing. Like I said, that's why I'm here. That's why we're here. We're going to tell the truths that aren't told. And to me, they just did him dirty. And I think that was just a disgusting, unethical move by the franchise. I get it. It's business, but it's not just business. These are players. These are humans. You can't do that. And it's not like Draymond is like Jason Tatum, where it's like, okay, how could we not keep him? He can't do no wrong. You talking about Mr. Single Triple. You talking about Mr. Technical. Like, that's the guy that you really couldn't get rid of because the man took a deep three and missed? Nah, I think they did him dirty, and I just think nobody said anything about it. So here we are. And I hope the kid balls out in Washington. You know damn well he's gonna get all the shot attempts he wants. You know damn well him and Kuzma are gonna be a lethal duo in the streets. But on the court, I just hope he does this thing. I hope he can at least make it to an All-Star game, and I hope he starts working out, and one day he'll be able to give it back to Draymond.
Well, there you go, guys. We're gonna end off on that note. I think I don't feel the same way about Golden State, but you got a point with Poole and Draymond. But thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us during the season. The NFL season will be coming on Tuesdays, Wednesdays. We'll be releasing our podcast, and then we're gonna have something called FaceTime Fridays. Hopefully, you can join that. It's weekend thoughts. When NBA starts rolling up, we'll be talking a lot more about NBA. But this is the lull of the off season. We got about 2 more months until the NBA starts to really ramp up and the season starts. But thanks for hanging out with us, Dixon. It's always a pleasure when we can actually talk about sports. We've actually been retaining our sports takes and off-season takes for this recording, and I'm very
Just for
happy
you
for
guys.
everybody that did join us and that's still hanging out with us. Thank you for making it to the end. Please, we'll see you next time. Thank you again, and Chicho, I'll holler at you.
For sure. It was a
Have a
good
great night,
one.
my boy.
Have a great night. Catch y'all
All right,
next
man.
time.
All right, man.